mixed in between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Rotten
all pristine. Each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan.
All right, all right.
Yes. Follow me, Miss...
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr...
Doctor...
Did he
Oh,
I see.
you...
How are things here?
Not good.
And
So,
do you think this hospital...
we are all volunteers.
I'm not familiar.
Brilliant.
Most...
It would...
Is there any...
Well,
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say is all...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something...
No.
Goodbye, nurse.
Doctor,
I apologize.
you delivered poor Mr. Hampton.
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to ask a few... And Miss...
I gave...
What?
Well, you accept...
It's...
You'll get...
Doctor...
Doctor...
If you could...
Second floor.
Thank you, nurse. Good evening, sir.
I've already...
That's quite...
You can call...
I'm not...
Well,
You have...
No need...
Are you...
And why not?
But you're not...
You keep...
How is the...
You want to...
So what do you do exactly in this hospital?
I've been an ambulance driver
It's...
yesterday.
You...
Go there, you...
Since...
It's a...
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Come on, I don't have all night.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry.
A crisis?
Our supply of...
What type of hospital?
You have been away...
I may have a...
However,
If combined...
The store...
Perhaps I should...
It's the lot...
The abandoned... It's locked. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... I cannot enter. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked, all right. Scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But They do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix...
I'm Dr.
You guessed.
Good evening, Mr.
Eve.
How is your...
Oh, it's...
Can I ask...
It's the pack.
Who is Tri...
No, but...
You don't...
If
Can I do...
nurses gave me...
Soldier.
I'm fine. this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
And I'm...
Well,
Do you need medical...
I'm fine.
How...
It's...
Nurse...
I would...
How would you describe...
It's...
You... How...
Or long...
You're... Goodbye, Nurse. Good evening, miss.
Your name has no meaning.
I beg you.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me...
Well, Dr. Reed.
Do you require my...
I have no need for your medicine.
And what...
I don't need to believe anything.
Please.
I can...
I see.
Never.
It's a mental...
Delusional, you...
I must...
It's okay. I can...
This...
I'm not...
I see.
Thank you.
Who are you really, miss?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious.
Most.
Tell me, Thelma. Why do you feel so attached? Would...
No. No.
Do you...
Of course not.
Tell me, Thelma. I'll leave you, miss...
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering...
I wonder what your last thoughts were.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good.
Do you require...
Thank you for your...
Goodbye, Nurse.
What's wrong? You can't just die like this.
It's locked.
Go back home, idiots! Look here! Got up like kindling! Look lively! It's on to Murdering bastard! Fuck his boss! I'll take its head! I'll kill you!
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck?
Dr. John... so you were...
The name is...
Are you...
Something.
So... So...
What the...
Well, yeah...
Oi!
What...
Things...
Well, you're not...
Yeah,
More... Do you need med...
I feel fucked.
Goodbye.
Pleasure, sir. It's been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! What are you, huh? Come on, and I will show you how a weapon does business.
It's one of them!
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse. It's locked. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes, Nurse.
You've worked...
Duty call...
Many thanks.
My sweet girl.
Dr. Reed, may I...
Like a book.
For how...
I first...
And before...
If you must...
Well, Doctor...
No.
How is...
Everybody...
What a...
Doctor...
What can you tell me about the new... What
this...
can you...
Well...
I'll see you later. Good evening, sir.
I don't know.
I see.
I'm Harvey.
Is there anything...
I'm all right.
Tell me.
I'm just a
I was more...
I'm a...
Are you?
Well,
I won't...
Are you...
Another... Tell...
What I...
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
All I wanted was to go back to work, to take care of my children.
Good evening, madam.
It's my son.
I'm Doc...
I'm bit.
What can...
Not much to say.
May I ask...
I'm a...
Are you really that...
Yes. Thanks to my husband.
What do you think?
I have had the uttermost reservations about...
Is there something...
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I sus... Totally out.
What do you...
She managed...
She...
Yes. And I don't
Goodbye, Miss...
Good evening, Doctor. How is...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goss.
Good evening.
This hospital...
Good evening.
No, I don't want...
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at...
More...
I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my... I don't want to talk, Doc.
How...
So painful, I'd rather...
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes,
How
So painful,
I'll let you...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit.
Good evening.
Reed,
does my...
let us
Do you need my...
Not at all.
Thank you for your time. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Dr. Reed. What do you... you remember...
Thank you.
Have you...
Not really.
You never...
What do you... I manage...
I...
Not it. What? That's a very... I feel exhausted.
You're in good...
Thank you, sir. What is the decision?
Who leads the...
Since Clay Cox went...
Has...
Tom?
Who should...
Not really.
People...
How could... What is the decision?
How...
I had... With...
You...
I'm just...
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Please, Jonathan, come in. This must be also...
I wish I
cannot...
Forgive... Please.
The Pembroke spoke discretion.
And you accept...
The flu took my dear wife, Emily.
Good evening, Doctor. You seem...
You're a vampire.
Indeed.
So...
Dr. Swansea is...
I hope
You must...
Dr. Swan.
This past in
Please continue.
my embarrass. Now,
Excuse me.
in all,
I'll take...
if that
I'll meet them.
my luck is our little mystery.
I think of...
My is our little mystery closer to...
I think of nothing else.
My situation is delicate.
No decency. All liars and thieves. What?
There's no need for... Please, calm down, Harriet. I heard...
Black...
You...
That's it. Blame the other... God.
I...
Deport.
Really?
This is...
Thank you. Miss Jo... Now,
Well...
have you...
It would...
Everything... If you could...
It's terrible, Doctor.
I see.
No one...
I'll come...
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
What's going on?
I'm Blight.
I'm
Oswald.
How long? Don't be... This is...
We were looking...
What?
I'm Os...
What?
His name... What? He went down...
I have all the...
Thank you, Doc. Have you found Oswald?
Not...
All right.
I have all the information I need.
Thank you.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Standing after this epidemic.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Have you...
I've no...
Do you...
The people who...
Have you seen us?
I've never...
Goodbye, nurse.
We are.
Good evening.
So it is...
Do we...
Doc. He was...